Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested, because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Well, we know that he he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch. And that one wound up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught by Anderson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math, they did it well, and it works for them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this off to Taylor. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Second and 2. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. He'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. The Colts on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Taylor.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, We step aside. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
2nd and 20.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. McPherson now for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next is Washington 14, Colts 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point. And our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 1. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get two hands on the football and pick it off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal.
And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll look to throw again. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Check.
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
48 for Mike. Who that?
They'll set up to throw.
He'll get this off to Taylor.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Check 48's the mic.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Second and 3. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 73 yards.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from
under pressure, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Indy.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.